Reports are stating that Spurs have no interest or no plans to re-sign Gareth Bale for a third time at the club. Reports are stating that Spurs want Aston Villa vice-captain John McGinn. And reports in Italy this morning are stating that Spurs have just made a £40 million bid for Manchester City striker Gabriel Jesus. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. In today's episode, I'll be going through all of the latest Tottenham news, all of the rumours and all of the reports. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button. Also hit that like button and that notification bell where YouTube will notify you every single time I upload a new video. If you're listening to this on an audio platform, do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. Now, a report has just been published by the Daily Telegraph and they are stating that Tottenham Hotspur have no plans to re-sign Gareth Bale for a third time as the Welshman contemplates where he will prepare for the Qatar World Cup. Gareth Bale is a free agent after his Real Madrid contract expired at the end of the season and must now find a new club to remain fit ahead of the World Cup finals, for which Wales have qualified for the first time since 1958. He insisted he has loads of offers following his Real Madrid exit, but they are not thought to include Spurs, where he played for 6 years before rejoining the London club on a loan 2 years ago. A report has just been published by Birmingham Live and they are stating that Aston Villa are braced for John McGinn approach after fresh Tottenham Hotspur transfer claims made. Tottenham Hotspur hold an interest in Aston Villa's John McGinn this summer. And Antonio Conte has lined up a move for the midfielder. Spurs are set to back their manager in the market after a successful season qualifying for the Champions League. And according to the Daily Telegraph, Antonio Conte wants to sign a centre-back, a right-back, 2 midfielders, a forward and a backup goalkeeper this summer. In this report, it says that midfielder targets include Aston Villa's McGinn, Southampton's James Ward-Prowse and former Spurs man Christian Eriksen. The Daily Mail are claiming a move for the Scotland international McGinn is now in the works, while a return for Eriksen is also being sorted. It states that all 3 midfielders particularly appeal to Spurs because of their experience in the Premier League, which is a key attribute that Antonio Conte is searching for as the club conducts their transfer business in the coming weeks. Aston Villa are not expected to entertain bids for their current vice-captain this summer, however. McGinn plays a vital role in Steven Gerrard's starting 11, being a senior member of the playing staff at the club. He also has another 3 years left on his contract, which runs out in 2025, having signed an extension back in 2020. Aston Villa will be reluctant to let go of another star man just one summer after selling former captain Jack Grealish for a Premier League record fee of £100 million. Now, a report has just been published by the Evening Standard and they are stating that Tottenham have already signed Ivan Perisic and Fraser Forster, with Antonio Conte now reportedly turning his attentions to Gabriel Jesus. Former Nottingham Forest star Jed Spence and Newcastle's Alan St-Maximin are also being linked to moves to North London. The Daily Express are also reporting on the Gabriel Jesus story this morning and are stating that Arsenal are desperate to sign Gabriel Jesus this summer from Manchester City in the transfer window. It then goes on to say that Spurs and Arsenal remain interested in Gabriel Jesus and are looking to continue their pursuit of the Manchester City star. A striker is top of Mikel Arteta's wish list in the summer transfer window. It then goes on to say that Arsenal are not worried about Tottenham's growing interest in the City star, Gabriel Jesus, and are confident that they can beat them to his signature. That is despite Spurs pipping their North London rivals to full spot and therefore achieving Champions League football next season. Now, a report from HITC are also reporting on Gabriel Jesus and they are stating, according to reports in Italy today, Antonio Conte's Tottenham Hotspur have made a bid for Arsenal target and Manchester City striker Gabriel Jesus. In the reports in Italy, they are stating that Tottenham Hotspur have offered €47 million, the equivalent of £40.2 million for Manchester City striker Jesus. And the reports in Italy are following a report in the Sun newspaper in the UK today, which are claiming that Arsenal are willing to pay the Brazilian international striker £190,000 per week as salary to convince him to move to the Emirates Stadium this summer. Now, my thoughts on all of these stories in this episode. This market at the moment is absolutely crazy. The transfer market in the UK doesn't officially open until Friday, and we have been linked with virtually every player across Europe. These reports and all of these articles from all of these papers and outlets will continue right until the very end, until the 31st of August. It is absolutely crazy right now. But one thing I will say, later on today, 1:15 p.m. UK time, I will be live with the transfer expert, with the Italian journalist Fabrizio Romano. Don't miss it, as I'll be putting a whole host of questions about Spurs possibly signing players, and of course possible departures as well at the club. I'll be putting all of these questions to him at 1:15, so don't miss it. But my thoughts on all of these stories in this episode. Let's start with the Gabriel Jesus one. I'll tell you what, I like Gabriel Jesus as a striker. I think he's done very well at Manchester City. I think that he can score goals. I think he's very threatening. And, every time I think about strikers, I think about when was the last time we signed a striker on a permanent basis? And that was back in 2017. It was Fernando Llorente from Swansea, where we paid around £15 million for the striker. Of course, since then, we had Carlos Vinicius, we've had Gareth Bale, but both of them were on loan. The season before last, they scored 26 goals between them, and they have not been replaced in this Tottenham Hotspur squad. So I would really welcome a striker in this summer transfer window, and I would be absolutely astonished if we start the new Premier League season without a striker, because I think that Antonio Conte and Fabio Paratici, I think that will be certainly one on their hit list of players to bring in, a striker. It has to happen this summer. Gareth Bale, I wouldn't expect him to come back to Tottenham. I know a lot of Spurs fans want him to come back. Reports today are stating about John McGinn and James Ward-Prowse and Christian Eriksen. One thing that I would really welcome, and that is players with Premier League experience. I really would, because I think that, a player coming in to Tottenham, with Premier League experience, knowing the Premier League, I'd certainly welcome that. I think it is a huge, huge plus. Not every player will come into this Tottenham Hotspur squad, hit the ground running like Bentancur and Kulusevski have. So if they've got Premier League experience, I think it is a real bonus. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button. Also hit that like button and that notification bell, where YouTube will notify you every single time I upload a new video. If you're listening to this on an audio platform, do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. And I'll see you on the next one. Stay safe and well. Come on, you Spurs.